What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me, heading out. Had to get that early workout in, but I've been in here for a few hours. I did a lot, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the day resting and trying to eat good so that I don't have to come back here tonight. But let's get right into the topic, man. LA is on fire. I'm sure you guys all know. You see, LA is on fire, and it is a absolute disaster. If you got people out there, check in on your peoples, man. It ain't even about politics. Just check in on your people. Like, I know that LA, California as a whole is very left-leaning. They make a lot of really bonehead choices. They be cutting funding for this and that, like the fire department, but be putting aside money to give rainbow community people free monthly stipends and whatnot. Yeah, I know it's really silly, and I can understand it's frustrating for people, myself included, because I have family out there. But check in on your people. I say this as someone who is trying to check in on his. I got family out there in Cali. My sister, my niece, my nephew, they're out there in Cali, in the LA area, and I'm concerned about them. So I've tried reaching out to my sister to no avail. So I don't know what's going on. Nobody that I've talked to who communicates with my sister has talked to her as of yet. So I don't know really what's going on. Obviously, I'm the little brother, but I still am the brother. So little brother or not, I'm still gonna worry about her when she's, possibly in danger, as if I were a big brother. And this is just one of them times. So I hope that her and the kids are safe. Now, my niece and nephew, they're grown. So I call them the kids, but they're not really. My niece just turned 30. So, yeah. And my nephew is inching up to 30. He's in his mid-20s. So they're not really kids. I just say that. But you guys check on your peoples. Don't let something like politics and stuff separate you from, being in touch with your loved ones. Because if something happens to them, you realize that this stuff, it doesn't matter as much. I mean, we can sit up and we can be beefed out about all types of stuff. Like, we just don't see eye to eye. And you remember I told you guys that after the election, my family was really keeping a distance from me. And I know why. They didn't want to hear my mouth. It's usually me versus my family when it comes to politics and stuff. But at a time like this, when they can possibly be in danger, man, I don't even care about none of that stuff for real. I just want them to be safe. I want them to get the hell out of California, flat out. California is getting worse and worse and worse. Just, I lived in California a very long time ago for a few years. I came back here when I was like, 13, 14 years old. I came back just in time to see the whole OJ situation in the Bronco. And I've been back here in Detroit ever since. I love Detroit. I consider the fact that I came back here a enormous blessing, because my family that has been out there for a number of years, just the way that they've been seemingly brainwashed by all of the ridiculous leftist nonsense over there, it'll wear on your patience, that's for sure. You just got to remember that these are your people and you love them, in spite of the fact that you may not be able to reach them. I mean, anything woke, they support blindly, even when it's not in their best interest. They go along with all of the taxes, they go along with all of the price hikes. I mean, they really just go along with everything. There is no thing that these people propose that they don't stand up and support or make excuses for, or but Trump, or but whatever. It's ridiculous. Anytime you point out something that is going wrong in these blue states, they have an excuse for it. And there really isn't no excuse. The leadership there in California, they have been baffling. You have a mayor of LA who made baffling decisions and put some DEI hire in charge of the fire department. And from what we can see, how is that working out? You know, the city is burning. Literally, the city is burning. And you were so worried about identity politics, putting in the first lesbian whatever that wants to prioritize hiring more women and rainbow people and whatnot. And how is that working? I seen a meme someone posted where it had a extremely morbidly obese black woman holding a fire hose. And I mean, it's not funny really, but it is, because you could really see that that's the direction that they're pushing towards. This sort of stuff, it's just getting ridiculous. If I'm in danger, I don't want some equality hire showing up, because what can they do? They show up there and now they're in a jam like I am. I want qualified people, not people hired because of the color of their skin, not people hired because of their gender, not people hired because they identify as XYZ, not because of pronouns. If you need help, you need help. And this stuff, it's not cute. It doesn't work, but they continue to push this stuff anyway. And then when there's a critical emergency, like what's happening right now, they're silent. They're dead ass silent. I seen Trump was saying how Gavin Newsom refused to sign an agreement that would have provided them with more water to protect smelts. You know, I mean, I don't know if you like smelts or not. I mean, I haven't had smelts since I was in the single digits of age. My mother used to get them from the store and she used to fry them in cornmeal. They were great, but stop me if I'm wrong. Is protecting smelts in California more important than being able to put out fires? Just saying, can you or can you not get smelts from somewhere else? And again, I could be wrong, but I don't believe Cali is the only place, that area is the only place where you can get smelts. I'm pretty confident that you can get them in other places. And it's not like the having more water would have just terminated them, but that's how he was making it seem. So they make these really crazy decisions when it comes to actually protecting the citizens of California, and they don't vote these people out. They had an opportunity to get rid of Gavin Newsom. He was on the chopping block for being recalled, and then they voted him back. And you skip forward to now. How did that work out? How did hiring in this lunatic mayor work out? How is hiring in this, DEI, fire chief working out? Just, this is the very reason that Donald Trump won. People are tired of battling as if they're in a trial. They have to produce trial evidence when it comes to extremely common sense decisions. So you have me here today in Detroit. I have family in LA, so I'm a long way away from them. And they're over there in this situation, and I don't even know if they're safe right now. So I'm gonna spend the rest of the day trying to reach out a few more times to see if something, I'll look on Facebook, I'll look on IG. I'm gonna try multiple ways. I'm not gonna give up. But I'm just gonna keep telling myself that they good, and they just, I don't know, maybe their phones are without power or something like that. But I'll holler at y'all soon, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I didn't want to get heavy on y'all like that, but I just believe that I should share for those of you that are out there that do have somebody out there. Check on your peoples, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.